Welcome back to Draftlocke, where I have once again reset to Lusamine.
And I'm thinking, I picked up a big root, and maybe big root suck 'em off tactics with draining kiss. That's always a lark.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I think my strat for this was always just cross poison twice and don't die to... Okay, it didn't metronome this time, so there's that. Moonblast me for mediocre damage.
I really hope I don't have to go back and fight that fucking Clefable. That was like one of my more like good play, and RNG blessed me on that.
Right.
Okay, we weren't
Alright.
sword stance possibility.
What the fuck did this thing do? I have no goddamn clue. Pretty sure I've done this fight 3 weeks in a row, which is unfortunate.
Okay, let's give this to him.
What would this do to me? I feel like I need this Crobat for some other fight here, though. Maybe we go to you? You're disposable. Get in there, disposable guy. Even though you've been in both of my Elite Four teams so far, you're Oh yeah, this thing. I remember, because it does this bullshit.
Go and fly to the one berry tree that we know to see if we can get a citrus.
Oh fuck, and I still have spider web on this. That's hilarious.
If Garrett was here, he could sing spider webs for us. It's a little weird not having Garrett here, because there's certain, like, Garrett insertions that I'm used to.
Yeah.
Garrett, when you watch this, if you do, you're missed.
Yeah. That's okay. He'll be here next week when we're still trying to beat the Elite Four.
Yes, he will. Ah, shit. Okay. Melee is the first one? I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, Verdant Cavern, that's where...
Oh my god, it still doesn't fucking die. Now it'll die. Is this the only move this fucking Miss Megas has? Does it only have Pain Split? Like, what a weird fight. It only, like, exists to slow this down and make it take longer on every reset. Like it was designed for Draftlocke. Okay,
Yep,
then there's
those
you.
developers definitely thought of that.
Okay, how did I beat
years
you?
before you made up Draftlocke.
I think I remember vaguely you have a move. Do you have any other move? Okay, I mean, I guess if I fuck up, we just reset. Fuck it, just switch. This probably works. This is probably how I beat this before.
What the hell? I thought it was...
Yeah.
I went to Verdant Cavern. Did I just, like, stupidly walk the wrong way? Pokemon Center's right across from it, I thought.
Was I did a crit?
Oh, it's right up there. Doot. Yeah, I'm getting jumped by something.
I hate how fast this thing is.
Good young goose donkey murderer.
Should be confused. Oh, is this thing own tempo? Was that a thing we discovered? I think so.
What is?
The fucking Lilligant.
Yes, that sounds right. And there was a crab in the berries. He's about to get his shit wrecked. I could have just fake outed and killed him, probably. Alright, what do we got? Lepa, those are good. but I want citrus, please. No, person. Lepa, okay. Now do I look for more berries? I wouldn't know where they were. Let's fly. I remember there was one that was like late.
I think I can U-turn, but if it doesn't kill, it's really bad. Oh, fucking stun spore. God damn it. I should have killed this when I had a chance. Fucked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna not fuck around looking for berries, because I need to fight How and make sure I can beat How. Okay, so it's Raichu, Vaporeon, Kamala, Decidueye. For Raichu, we're gonna lead Cat, Bait, Focus Blast, then do our Gengar shit. For Vaporeon, we have her, but actually, I'm gonna give her a Miracle Seed because we're not going to make use of acrobatics at all in this fight. Good thinking, Joe. Thanks, Joe. Cat. Buddy, it's like 2 hours before he gets fed, and I don't think this is about food right now. This is just, he wants me to pay attention to him and nothing else. I don't think I have a Miracle Seed, actually. What's a Grassy Seed?
Ooh, am I dead to crit? It's probably fine. This is gonna probably be recover anyway. Oh, flails. Does that kill me? No. Okay.
Come on, Cat. Get down, buddy. Come on. No, don't yell at me. There you go. Let me look in my junk box. My Pokemon box, which I just called my junk box.
Right. And then we have this. Alright, let's start sacking people.
Okay, we do not have a Miracle Seed. That's fine. It'll work.
Go for the stun spore?
Items.
Hey! Focus band worked! I got a focus band proc on my sack.
Wow. And that's 5%?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Nice. Should we keep him alive? I suppose. Alright.
Leftovers on the bear.
I think he earned it.
Leftovers on the cat. I think we put leftovers on the cat. Or, well, no, we can hit the Decidueye with a Fire Z move if we leave that on there. Yeah,
Twinkle tackle, T-pose tackle, let's go.
No, because we're gonna get locked in with that stupid fucking Spirit Shackle. So we want the cat to have the ability to recover.
That's my version of the Twinkle tackle right there.
T-pose tackle?
Yeah. This is my favorite move in this game.
Did you do a T-post thumbnail?
I did, yeah.
Awesome.
I took a couple of screenshots of the move and combined them together to get a couple different angles of Grand Bull flying through the air.
Excellent. And it's better when it's Grand Bull, too.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes it T-pose, because Grand Bull's default posture is essentially a T-pose. He's got his arms out to the side.
Oh, I thought they literally just did, like, they took the T-pose, the default model position, and they had him in that. That would be lazy and really funny.
It feels like it is the default. It's like the idle pose.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he is still animating, but he's not moving much.
Get those soft sand on the bear so his bulldozes are
Alright, well that was a really good Lusamine fight. 9 minutes. Jesus Christ. Still took 9 minutes though.
We'll give him spell tag, actually.
Deathless, including the sack. That's fun. Let's make
I
it
think my
count.
Lusamine fight was like half an hour, probably.
Yeah, that one, the Milo never recovered, so I was able to get a 3-shot with my starter. I'm not sure why it never recovered. The one that drew it out the most actually ended up being the Lillian, because I just didn't go for the kill. Because I wasn't sure what my strat for the whole fight was anymore, so I wanted to make sure I had Crobat at as much HP as possible. But it ended up getting Leech Seed and paralyzed, so it was completely pointless, the stall. I should just went for the 2-shot. I wasted so much time roosting. And she died. The end. No, close your eyes. You're dead.
Okay, cat out front. Sick Gengar switches. Once we get run out of PP, then we hit him with a Darkest Lariat. Cat out front, we can hit him with a Fake Out right away too. Unless he's gonna have static. I don't think he has static though. He has that fucking Surge Surfer or whatever that is. Let me look that up. I think that's electric terrain or something.
Oh, I don't even know.
It beats the shit out of static. Doubles the Pokemon speed on electric terrain, and he doesn't even use electric terrain, so...
Yeah, static would be quite an improvement then in his case.
Yeah. Okay, and then Gengar. Bear we have... Actually, I wonder if... No, we'll just leave that. Good. I wish I had a Miracle Seed. Was there a place we could buy those?
I don't know.
I feel like I saw them.
We saw them in the one trial, but we didn't get to keep them.
Yeah. Garrett might have gone back to get one or something.
Yeah, I don't think I have a Miracle Seed. I think I have a Mystic Water from somewhere, though.
Okay.
I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah,
You
blah,
cannot
blah.
buy them. I looked up where they were, and I saw you can get one on Route 8, but I looked up that information, so I wouldn't have known that ahead of time, so I'm not going to get that one.
I'm fine if you go get it. It's just a Miracle Seed.
Alright, well, it could be the difference maker, so I will do that. Route 16, where the fuck's Route 8? Kala Island.
Blah, 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 blah.
Route 5, Route 7. Mono Grand Resort, Royal Avenue, Paniola Town. Route 5, Route 8. That is, early on. Maybe it's behind a, ride Pokemon block thing.
That would be pretty reasonable expectation.
Let's see. 8.
They gave this dude such a good fucking theme song and you never hear it because you just throw a Master Ball.
East, West,
Alright, there's the Lunala again.
and this detour led me to another berry tree. I did forget to name the Lunala Nebi, so that could be my bad luck that makes me fuck up here.
I haven't named it in attempt 2 or 3.
Oh, that's why you keep losing.
Maybe. It's canonically Nebby because that was attempt 1. It was named Nebby.
Yeah. Lum and a person, and a chesto. Gimme citrus and a chesto. And oh fuck yeah, got a citrus on the 5th one. Nice.
Solid.
Okay. South of the field of grass on the south side of the east-west stretch of road. I think I know what that is because I see something that looks like that on my mini-map, but that's like a terrible description.
What did Gladion lead? Like a Crobat or something?
Yeah. I think so. Pretty positive.
I think so too.
She's got a cow. Yeah, let's just darkest. I could fake out the cow too, but I didn't. This should do it though. It's level 21. Alright, we should put the citrus on something. Maybe the Lapras. I don't think we're gonna end up using the Lapras in this fight. Shiny Fletchinder. Got kind of a brownish tone to it, I like it. Did you catch that the shiny Sneasel was like pink and gold? It looked fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's one of the better shinies. I like the ones that are like completely different colors.
Yeah, there's some that are really cool. I also like when they do like palette swaps on the Nidos and stuff. That's fun.
Yeah, those are the ones that like if I wasn't thinking about it, I wouldn't have noticed it as easily.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot I didn't have, or I have black glasses. I could. No, I think it's probably more important to save that. Okay, I should one-shot Raichu with. In case I don't. No, I'm not gonna run out PP on Psychic either, though. We gotta do it this way. Okay. I'm just delaying because I don't want to wipe on how. I think my moves are set. Let's check on him one more time. I would have, like, ground up my Starmie if I didn't have, such bad nature on it. I have a special attack lowering nature on it.
Mm. Yeah, that's rough.
Okay, we want that. Solid. 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 I don't think we don't need to move relearn any water yet on him, but we're gonna want to. Maybe. Oh no, Ghost would work too if I do end up having to. It would work better actually because he would get stabbed. He had to fight the Pikachu, but I don't want him to. I know I'm just missing something fucking egregious. You still playing a lot of Pal World?
No, I haven't played since that first night because we tried to reset the server, but things didn't work out.
Yeah, I didn't. I've played like twice. I mean, it's fun, but I keep like either work is incredibly fucking taking over my life, and then Persona 3 Reload just came out, so I'm playing nothing but that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to see the boss, but I haven't. The last episode of Palworld I put up got a ton of views too because it's got a not a clickbaity title because it's accurate to what happens in the episode, but it's definitely catching some search algorithm hits because I had an infinite Pokeball glitch in the game, and I titled the episode like the infinite Pokeball glitch, so everybody's
Nice.
clicking on it to find out how I did it. Then you can't figure out how I did it; it's a fluke. So. Wasn't intended to be clickbait, but it's got like 200 views. No like subs or anything from it though, so.
You could do titles like, "Is there an infinite Pokeball glitch?" You doing soy face, and then like 45 minutes into the video, be like, "No, I didn't actually find it." Yeah. But I did investigate it, so the title was legit.
Yeah.
All right, Raichu.
Alright, Gladion, Crobat lead. Hopefully it doesn't have a counter move for me here, because I don't think I tried to do this before, but...
Fake out. Jeez, Fake out did like over a quarter of Raichu's.
He does have that.
I can do a Protect here and drain one of his Focus Blasts. And this will Scout too, in case he, for some reason, doesn't do Focus Blast. He used Focus Blast. Okay. Let's take down FB counter. There's one. Switching to Ginger. Please don't do something stupid. I'm saying that to myself and to the computer. Focus Blast, nice. On Gungar.
Man, what did I don't remember what this guy fucking did anymore.
Okay, he's gotta go to Psychic here. Switch.
Let's try this. This will never be a fighting move.
Jesse, I totally like spaced completely. So in this entire time, the cat's gonna be coming back out. He can do Fake Out every single time. I don't have to worry about taking him out with a dark move.
True. Oh, are you you're talking about pivoting for the focus?
Yes. Alright, so he'll go for focus again. I don't need to
yeah, he's got that. Don't kill me? Don't make me cry. Okay.
Focus Blast, nice.
Can I just Moonlight Stall?
Do the kitty.
Okay, 72, we're slower. No, we're dead to crit.
Psychic, nice. Okay, this should kill. Fake Out. 100% Fake Out kill. Nice. Now he's got to be sending the Vaporeon out next.
Yeah, we just go here on the X Scissor.
Vaporeon. Okay, here we do. He's gonna go for the water move. I think we just go right to Orthos. Hopefully it doesn't do too much. Or it's like Water Pulse or something and it confuses me. Hydro Pump.
Wow, really? You got the drop, my dude?
Did not do much. Good. So, I do have, yeah, U-turn, but that's not going to do much. Okay, we just drop kick here.
Okay, this is gonna hurt. I don't think this kills me. No, not really, but...
Two trap kicks should do it, yes. Oh, he damn near fucking died on that. Alright, one more drop kick.
Some fun team synergy. Set Toxic on Umbreon, switch to Crobat, stall with a Roost. Okay, and this thing comes out.
Vaporeon is dead.
Not you.
Alright, Decidueye coming out. So what is he going to go for against Grass? Well, he could maybe go for anything 'cause she's down to like a third of her health. But I need to get her the fuck out of there because he could use Spirit Shackle. So that means it's cat or nothing. Yeah, because he's going to have grass moves and he's going to have ghost moves. Let's see, well, another possibility is Lapras. Check Lapras. I should not overthink this because I already thought about this and it's the cat that I want. Special def 122, HP 217, 184 for summary. Oh, well, cat actually has decent special def. Okay,
I don't
so
remember what this has.
we can fake out it. Oh no, it's ghost. We can't fake out it. That would have been really stupid. Okay, we're switching in. Assuming it's going to use a grass move. Oh no, maybe it wouldn't use a grass move. It's probably going to go for fucking Spirit Shackle. Okay. Which I resist because I'm dark. Is he doing it? He's intimidating, which, yeah, that's physical, isn't it? That's even better. Alright, he is Spirit Shackling. It didn't do shit. Nice.
Fuck!
Then I recover.
Does this kill me?
Everything is looking great for Bitcoin. Is Decidueye faster than me? I think he is. Thinking maybe I do one Flame Charge, and then I can Darkest Lariat. Decidueye.
The fuck is that move?
70 versus... I think we're gonna do it regardless. 60, yeah, we gotta do it. He's probably got a Z move too, but... I mean... Oh yeah, that's right. He's got that special Z move, but would he even use it against Dark type? Probably not. Alright, let's go Flame Charge. Oh, I am faster than him. I must have had some... Speed EVs. Oh, he's got Smackdown? Fuck. Eee. Well, it didn't do much and his attack was dropped. That is not a move I would have expected a Grass Ghost type to have. Alright, well, let's Flame Charge to be super fast. The only one left is Kamala. And I want the bear for that, so I'm not going to fuck around with the cat out.
Alright. That should be a Deathless Lady unless he's got something to pull out here at the end.
Nice.
We're good.
Alright, Kamala. Bear time. He's got Spell Tag, which doesn't help him at all here, but all I should be doing is Brick Breaking. And Kamala is all physical. He's got Earthquake. It does fucking more than I want it to. That's not great. Alright, we just Brick Break here. One shot, nice. Okay, house clear.
Nice. You ready for the Elite Four? Or you got levels to do still.
We got one level on a few guys. Well, I need to grind up Gengar, so I do have levels to do yet. Flare Blitz. It's the, yeah, heavy ass one. Just get rid of Protect for now.
Yeah, that's what killed my fucking dude.
How actually went really well though. That was good. buy some full restores too. We're gonna get 55, 55, 54, 55, 54, 48. Our 55s should not be close. She is a little worrying, but we'll get a few more on her. I'd like to edge all these guys if I can. There, you get the fuck out front. Got some star pieces and stuff to sell too. Oh yeah, I can check with the relearner lady to see if there's anything good I can give anybody. How many art scales do I have? This one, okay. I'm not gonna fuck around there. I'm just gonna grind my Goonger. There, 40 full restores. I'll never use them. I was doing there for a second. 62, 66, okay.
Kill, 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 kill. Murder, 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 murder. I assume most people have at least heard of Roblox Cryo. It's a thing people know of, vaguely, at least.
So I've read about it on the internet for my entire life. It seems it's been around for a long time. But a few months ago, for the first time, a child told me that she was playing Roblox. And I asked her, what is Roblox? And even she was like, you know, I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen it. I think I've only, you know, like, heard and read about it. Like, news articles.
It's just one of
and
those,
shit.
like, massive online living spaces, but there's, like, building involved or something.
Yeah, people do, like, custom builds or mods or something in it a lot, I guess. I don't know. I read something about somebody doing some sort of elaborate project or something, maybe, and then I saw its stock prices at one point were pretty high. That's the
All I
extent of
know
my knowledge.
is that parents despise Robux because they
Yeah.
drain accounts.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Alright, where are you? 1928, yeah. Suck 'em off big root tactics. We never did find anything to increase Sylveon's speed, though. But if we can keep taking hits, and Suck 'em off big root tactics works, we could lead Sylveon. Well, I want to lead... If Hariyama is first, and it goes for Fake Out, I want to have my faster Fake Outer out there. But, well, yeah. Just, I'll win the Fake Out war there with Incineroar, and I'll get an attack drop on him. Depends on what else he has, but I could switch into Sylveon at that point. Maybe I'll bring Protect in with the cat, too.
Yeah, maybe now the skills... Either that, or maybe I can infinitely chain Golbats for XP grinding. Maybe that's a strat, huh?
We got an Absol here. Hopefully it doesn't give me too much.
Well, Crow, if you would have said you're wrong, I would have had no reason to doubt you, because I don't care about Roblox. I don't give two fucks.
Cryo, explain Roblox.
No, don't
Or is that what he was
encourage.
doing? Okay, good. Before I even get any closer.
Damn, that shit came out when I was in high school.
Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing about it not too long after I was in high school. I was just thinking about a game that came out like not too long after I was in high school that I saw, and it was super cool. Do you remember the game Gunbound at all?
No, the name is familiar, but never played that one. Never was really familiar with it.
It was one of those, I think it was Japanese, it could have been Chinese, but one of those installers that you run and you wonder, am I installing spyware? I'm probably installing spyware. But the game was really fun.
Yeah, there was a different time back then. You know, you just kind of rolled with it. Like, fuck it.
Well, even if you tried back then, which I was, you know, pretty, like, apt on cybersecurity too back then, but Windows just was not in the state that it's in now for being able to defend you against those things. Windows Defender is actually a really good product, and Windows has a really good firewall as well.
Yeah, I definitely downloaded like torrents and shit that could have had problems, but didn't, so...
Oh, me too. I got my shit infected all the time when I was on Windows XP.
I downloaded the demo album from my favorite band from a fucking Russian industrial music forum. And that was one of those downloads where you're like, this is sketchy as all fuck, but if this is real, I have to have it, and I don't care what bad happens. I have to get this if it's real. And it was!
If it's just MP3s, you're pretty safe.
Yeah, well, I think it was like a link to an archive, and it's like, this is the thing, download the archive. Like, alright, fuck it. I have no idea how the fuck the Russians got, like, a demo album for a fairly obscure industrial band from, like, 1994. I mean, I downloaded that shit, like, 10 years
industrial
after.
music. That seems like their kind of thing.
It's still weird to me that, like, that band is one they'd have. Because there's a lot of other more famous industrial bands.
Russians are also just... They were always kind of the leaders in hacking.
Yeah, that too. That was a classic moment. Selling hentai printed in the library to students. Good stuff.
This was something you did?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Shiny Snorunt. I think I found every shiny now in this patch of grass.
Hell yeah.
I sold a picture of, I believe, Android 18 for like $1 to a guy.
I did not ever, like, think about doing crime myself. Well, I've thought about doing crime myself, and I've done lots of crime, but...
It's not crime!
Yeah, well, but, I got a CD burner, my first CD burner, when I was probably like 15, and, Yeah, because I bought it with my money from my McDonald's job. And I was telling my friends about it, and, you know, they knew I could download music, and I knew where to find all that shit, too. So I started getting requests for a bunch of different music and stuff. So I guess I turned into, like, a bootleg music salesman for a little while, because they were giving me $5 per CD.
Shit, there you go.
Yeah.
Somebody, like, gave me fucking StarCraft on CD, like, burnt copy, randomly in, like, high school.
Oh yeah, the games that like didn't have very good copy protection and shit, we all burned them and traded them for each other. I remember Quake 3 was like totally didn't have any kind of protection on it, and Age of Empires 2 was the huge one.
Yeah. Then when I was TAing in university, I found a flash drive just sitting in like the little like pen cup, and I plugged it in the computer because it's the school computer, not mine. I don't give a shit. And it was like full of files that were like 10 years old, including like a copy of Age of Empires 2 that was cracked. Like,
oh nice.
Okay, I guess I'll just take this flash drive. Just if it's been sitting in the lab for 10 years, I think nobody's gonna miss it.
Not only the cybersecurity considerations, but just the idea of plugging in a flash drive that you just found, that's like no for me.
Yeah, I had no idea they had the ones that would burn out the USB ports or whatever.
I would be
And
more
brick your
worried
computer.
about some like pictures and videos that I would never want to view being on there,
Yeah.
because I've heard stories about that.
There's a unnamed grad student from my graduate program who may be in prison for child porn, and he claims that it's not. He didn't do it.
There's always like one person that you really wouldn't expect, or sometimes you just totally expect it would be them. But
Yeah, I'm agnostic on whether or not I think he did it. So, but it was on his work laptop, and he's from India. I'm probably giving too much information out, but nobody's gonna listen to this. It's fine.
and his name was Sandesh. No, was his name actually Sandesh? That was just a guess.
But he was like working, still doing research while he was in jail, pre-trial. Until they like confiscated the laptop, which sucked because it was a school laptop, like it belonged to the advisor and had like scientific research on it, and it became evidence. So lost access to all that shit.
So you're saying it was the school's fault?
Yeah, maybe. 50.
Alright. I still gotta grind up Gunger.
Yeah,
I'm
what
on
level is he
55.
at?
He's like, I don't think he's even 50 yet. He's 49.
Okay. I'm ahead.
So, yeah, you will,
by like one level.
yeah.
And I have knowledge. I have the knowledge advantage.
Okay, so we can fight those. Let's just temporarily give him Brick Break.
My experiences in D&D were doing stupid shit like making a goblin that thought he was Batman that slept in the sewers and would just like sit on rooftops looking for crime while everybody else was actually playing the campaign.
Do we have... Is Flame Charge a TM? I don't think it is.
I just do
Oh, it is.
my own shit. That's me in D&D.
You're gonna be careful with all these TMs. Brick Break, there we go. What's that? We still should be... Well, we'll be able to
Ouch,
one-shot
what the fuck was that bullshit? Did he just me first me?
Who did? Are you fighting how?
No, an Absol. An Absol me first did my own brick break back on me and almost killed me.
Piece of shit.
I gotta burn a potion because I'm not running back to the Pokemon Center. Race is on. I'm not gonna lie, my favorite like pen and paper RPG moment comes from just a custom zombie campaign I did, where I just came up with like this basic set of rules, and I think Eric and Jake were playing that, and they were like looting a house, and just with the basic set of rules I had, they kept like baiting in more zombies until they had to like jump out the window to escape, and one of them broke their leg. It was It was a perfect like zombie apocalypse moment that just kind of naturally emerged from a fairly rudimentary rule set. I just remember that very fondly. I had a non-HP based damage system, which I still think was a pretty neat idea. It was just a set of different conditions that debilitated you, and then they would like compound. So if you got like too many like shred wounds on a limb, it could get severed or broken or whatever, stuff like that. It would just stack up.
That does sound interesting. Alright, so grind Gungar up until you're ready to run in, and then I think I'll chase you in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Cry. I have no idea half of the D&D things you're talking about because they're after my time. I played 3.5. I don't know what this 5.0 bullshit you're talking about is. Mosquitoes, Drakeite, I don't know what these are. What? I only know what a Terraskew is because that thing's been around for 1,000 years. I also had a custom Dragon Ball pen and paper RPG I made that used a standard 52 card deck of cards instead of dice.
I wish I ran into more Absols because they give significantly more XP. $39.66, $35.90.
No, I don't play D&D anymore. I haven't played well, since 3.5, like I said. People can also, like, D&D's been around since the fucking 70s or whatever, so you can ask a lot of people if they played D&D, and they can say yes, and at the same time have no idea what the fuck they're talking about anymore. I actually made a Nuzlocke D&D rule set recently that I want to try out sometime, where I cooked up 6 classes. So every time you catch a Pokemon, you assign it a class of your choice, and then half of its moveset comes from its class and not its own moveset. And then any class move cannot normally be learned by a Pokemon. So a bunch of like iconic moves are assigned to classes. So if you want like Flamethrower, you have to specifically be a wizard, stuff like that.
Nice.
Then you
so you
only
went through
get
like all the moves and assigned them to different classes.
Yeah, with trees as well. So halfway through your class's level up moveset, it splits into 3 branches, and you have to commit to one. So the wizard is like Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Flamethrower. Pick, you know, the electric, ice, or fire path, basically. And then you can't have multiples of the class. So you have 1 wizard, 1 sorcerer, 1 cleric, 1 barbarian, rogue, and then a fighter.
I think you'd probably find that a lot of Pokemon just naturally fall into a class role too.
Yeah, which is a fun little thing. There's like some pretty obvious choices to make, sometimes a few different obvious choices, but some of them are pretty flexible. And then by restricting it so you have to have 1 of each class, if you want a full team, then that makes you make some weird decisions too, where you're like, well, this thing would be really good as a fighter, but my last encounter was a fighter. I really need a barbarian. Do I like make this a barbarian just to fill in the team slot? And so I did a first badge test on a randomized Pokemon X where I had that kind of situation. I got like a Geodude, and I was like, I need a rogue. A Geodude is not a rogue. I'm going to make him a fighter and box him and go for the next encounter. I'll probably do a video on that, because I think it's an interesting rule set, but not for a while, because my next solo Nuzlocke I have planned out already.
That is a really cool idea, though, and I wish just like, it's like, what do you do to have an introductory video to the series that's going to be interesting enough to get eyes on it? Because I think if more people knew about it, like a lot of your different rule sets that you do, they would, your videos would get a lot of views. Yeah, especially because the rule set's really complicated with the move trees, and they have passives, which I didn't even mention. Like, the held items are treated as passives instead, so when you hit 2 level thresholds, you get access to the first set and second set of held items. Otherwise, you can only use berries. Ah.
But yeah, I think what I'd do is I would do an intro video, specifically laying out the rule set and all the trees and stuff, basically so that anybody could watch that to understand the rules and then play their own. And then the first episode would just be like, hey, there's a full rules video if you want, you know, to know exactly how this works. Otherwise, I'll explain it as we go, basically.
Maybe just have, like, how to play being the first words on it.
Yeah.
And that sounds to me like it would draw people in more.
Yeah, if I can get, like, a good, like, sub 10-minute, like, D&D Nuzlocke rule set video or something like that.
And have you doing soy face in the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I've been experimenting with different rule sets to, like, restrict team building. So the original thing that led into the D&D thing was simply your encounter's got a number 1 through 6 in the order you catch them, and that's the only team slot they can go in. So your 7th encounter is always a team slot shared with your starter, and you have to swap out the starter to put in that encounter instead.
I missed that Fry and Cryo were apparently talking about Roblox in my chat. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, they're going all over the place.
Yeah, Fry, you played Gunbound the same time that I did. I recall that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason the name is familiar to me is because of people like Fry talking about it back in that era.
Fry says that Roblox is 90% scams.
Seems believable.
Okay, we need to get this kitty out of here now.
All I remember about the original D&D movie is the villain guy is having the time of his life hamming it up, and he's great. But I can't remember what actor that guy is. He's a fairly common actor. I just can't think of his name.
You talking about the new D&D movie?
No, the old one.
Okay. The new one, the bad guy was Hugh Grant, and it was awesome. I
need
he did a
to.
really good job.
I still need to see that at some point. I just don't watch movies.
I usually don't either. Every now and then, I'll throw on something that it's one of those movies that's a classic that I should tell people I've never seen, and they go, "What?" every single time.
Yeah, definitely. I've become a fucking Gen Z YouTube watcher where I'm just every time I'm watching anything, it's out of the corner of my eye while I'm doing something else, and I don't dedicate time to anything I actually need to focus on, like a TV show or a movie anymore that much. I mean, I occasionally watch stuff, but
big TV series guy, and when I do get into one, you know, I'll specifically not put it on if I'm gonna get lost doing something else, because I'm terrible at multitasking.
Yeah. I watched all 4 seasons of For All Mankind this year, so like I do watch TV shows, and I do dedicate myself specifically to watching the show, but that's also why I don't watch shows, is because it's going to be, okay, I'm going to watch 1 episode tonight, then I watch 3, and that's going to happen every night until the show is done, and it's going to fuck my sleep schedule and work up, and that's how it's going to be, and I can't help it. Also,
I binge-watched Reacher by accident, he says. How was that? Here we got Now, when you say you just couldn't turn it off, do you mean it was riveting, or do you mean, like, your fucking TV remote stopped working?
I mean, I would say that For All Mankind's the kind of thing, too, where you can't turn it off, because that's got a lot of very good cliffhanger baiting moments. I think the later seasons are pretty bad, actually, but still.
With Reacher, I don't know what it was. It was just like I just kept craving more of it.
Uh-huh. Well, they did something right then. I mean...
Like, 8 hours later, I was like, okay, what episode am I on? I'm like, oh god, I'm on season 2, episode 5, and the season's almost over, and...
Yeah. Like, with For All Mankind, I watched the first episode of season 3. I absolutely hated it, and I said, alright, let's watch the next one.
For All Mankind, that sounds very familiar.
That's-
I might have binged that too.
That's alternate history space program.
Okay, no, I did
So
not watch
the
that.
Soviets beat us to the moon, and it goes from there. Every season is a new decade, which is a really cool structure. But season 3 takes a hard left turn into pure schlock, so...
That's why it sounds familiar. You did recommend this to me. It's on my list.
Yeah, I probably recommended it after, like, season 1 or 2 or something. Season 3 is, like, awful. Season 4 is better, but it's still building off of a lot of ridiculousness of season 3, so... The show is also stretching its credibility because the cast continues through, so you're following, like, the same dude through 4 decades of space exploration, and it's just not really believable anymore that he'd be going to space. Although, to be fair, in season 4, he, like, never comes back to Earth, so... But, like, the man's, like, 70, living on Mars. It's ridiculous.
Now, when you're watching TV shows, do you prefer shows that have, like, an over-ending, like, a story arc for them for, like, an entire season, or do you prefer, like, episodic episodes?
I usually prefer story arcs.
I do as
I'm
well.
absolutely a story arc guy, yeah.
However, there's 2 shows on Netflix that I just couldn't stop watching. None of the episodes were tied to each other, and that was Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I watched, I don't know, first 2 seasons or something. That's on the rewatch list with the girlfriend, so...
There's a
That'll be-
few of those
yeah.
anthology shows that are really good like that. Like Cabinet of Curiosities I started recently is good.
Yeah.
The Star Wars series was extremely well done, too.
The cartoon one? The anime style one or whatever? Is that the one you're talking about?
I think it's different. It's like it's animated, and it's like animated by a different
Yeah, a different team, like each
animation
episode.
team every episode, and it's an entirely different story each episode.
Yeah, I think that one's non-canon, but who really gives a shit about canon for Star Wars?
Right.
The only good Star Wars product we've had in a long, long time is Andor. No,
You like
Mandalorian 1, 2 are fine for what they are.
I would say
Mandalorian
kind
1
of
and 2,
agree.
Andor. Like, Andor's on a whole
agree
different
with
level.
Jesse on this. Like my thought process on Star Wars is I'm so over Jedi
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, you've got, let's do chronological order. You got the whole Anakin being the chosen one, and it's like the downfall of the Jedi, right? So all the Jedi go extinct, and then it's like, okay, well, Obi-Wan's to survive, which storyline wise, okay, that makes sense. And then you go into the Luke Chronicles, and Luke's a Jedi. Okay, he's the only one. And then you have like fucking Jedi coming out of every orifice after fact. It leaves a really bad taste. It's like, oh, who survived Order 66? No one. Oh, except for Ahsoka and this person,
Yeah.
and this person, and this person, and this person.
And
it
it's
just keeps going
even
on.
worse in the new canon. Like, they rebooted canon, and they could have fixed a bunch of those issues that had cropped up in, like, Legends. And they just did it again. Like, what the fuck, man?
They did it again, and they did it worse.
Yeah, yeah.
Although there was one scene out of the new movies that I really, really enjoyed, and I was like,
Oh, there's plenty of good
Really-
scenes in those movies.
it's when what's the girl's name from the second movie? The one that like she got so much hate she was like taken out of the third one
Oh,
as the main
God.
character.
Yeah.
The Asian chick.
Rose? Is that the
Yes.
character or the actress? That's the character. Okay.
That's the character. Rose and I think Finn are like saving a bunch of orphans or something on some random slave planet. And then like they save the day and like it like pans back to like a small clip of like the kid.
Yeah, it's like at the end.
Yeah, and he like uses the force to like grab a broom. And
Yeah.
it's like, yes. Like
Yeah, people
it's like the
rag
force
on
is
that.
it's like the force is doing the force things. It's
Right.
reestablishing a balance.
It's like re-democratizing the Force. It's not just a thing for a handful of Jedi. And then it's basically erased in the next film, and the Force is back to being in like 2 bloodlines only that ever mattered for Star Wars. The Last
Yeah.
Jedi's the only one that tried to move things forward in any way. Like, I don't want to defend it anymore because I don't care, but like, it's the only one
But
that
no,
had some
I'm-
balls.
I do really agree that Mandalorian and Andor are phenomenal additions.
Yeah, well,
to
not
the Star
season
Wars.
3 Mando. Season 3 Mando is fucking awful, but season 1, 2 are good.
Well, I think season 3 Mando was just really setting up for like other Mandalorian stories.
I don't care.
You just don't care about
it wasn't
Bo-Katan.
good. It wasn't good. It doesn't matter if it's setting up. That doesn't excuse in my mind it being bad to me.
What about the Book of Boba?
That was awful. It was.
I felt like it was very weird.
It was borderline inexcusable that they put 2 episodes of Mandalorian season 2.5 in the middle of an entirely different show.
I can agree to that.
And then even taking those out, which were probably the best part of that show, which is also fucked. Boba Fett's storyline is shit, except for the Tusken Raider part. The flashbacks are the only interesting part of that. Like,
I love how disgusted you are with some of these takes, Jesse.
it's just, yeah.
I never saw Mando season 3, so maybe I'm better off.
Like so many things, I'm just baffled that they can't do a better job. They have more money than anybody. It shouldn't be that hard to hire invested creatives to actually do good jobs with things, but like, whatever. Also, Dave Filoni is way overrated. He's so fucking overrated. He's good for a children's cartoon. He has the right level of like plot complexity and shit for that, but you put him into live action and his shit still plays like fucking cartoons. It's so cheesy.
What did you think?
Ahsoka was dog shit. Hot take, I like Obi-Wan more than Ahsoka.
I still need to watch it.
A lot of people really don't like Obi-Wan. I thought it did some interesting things with Obi-Wan. I thought, like, it's got a lot of issues with, like, filming style and shit. It looks really fucking cheap, but I think getting Ewan back as Obi-Wan was fun. I think the Obi-Wan Darth Vader meetup stuff is fun, even if it doesn't really feel... It feels fan-filmy, but, like... I enjoyed that more than anything in Ahsoka. I think Ahsoka, the way she's presented, is a terrible character. As a main character. Like, she worked in Mando, where she was, like, a side character, and then it's fine that she got this, like, emotionless, stoic person who's, like, depressing, like, not just stoic, but detached because of past trauma or whatever. Fine. Whatever. And they don't do anything because of that. Fine.
Right.
That doesn't work as a main character, because they're fucking boring.
I mean, it's explained throughout the other series. Like, why she is like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and then
making her a main character does feel weird.
Yeah, and then they resolve it in like one episode halfway through the season, basically, and it's like, now she's Ahsoka the White, because I read Lord of the Rings once. And it's just like, that's it? Do you like have your character have no progression for 4 episodes and have all of her character progression in a single episode? And she goes from being like a depressed stoic person to being like an enlightened stoic person? Incredible writing. Wow, what a fascinating character.
Calling for help.
Also, everybody has to be a fucking Jedi. Ahsoka's really bad about that. It's like, you can't just be a cool Mandalorian lady. You gotta also be a Jedi because fucking reasons.
Why can I not remember her name?
What the fuck is her name? Sabine.
Sabine. Yeah, like, why can't she just be a cool Mandalorian person who can, like, fight with a lightsaber?
Yeah, like that's what it also reads like initially. Like, oh, she's just training with a lightsaber. And you're like, fine, but don't take this to the fucking fanfic conclusion I can see it going to, and then they just do. It's like, it also just comes off as like, she can't use the Force, she's trying to, and then she just does it when she needs to. It comes off like the Force is easy to use, even though she struggled initially, because there's not like a build-up to like bigger and bigger events. It just works suddenly.
Yeah,
You
it's like
don't,
an on-off
shift
switch for her.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't like shift a few pebbles or something, really. Maybe there's like one scene where she like moves a fucking
I don't think
cup
there
or
was.
something. I don't know.
Because they emphasize on that. Like, she's trying, and they even do like the close-up on the cup, and she just can't move it. And then all of a sudden she can just push Ezra.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it wouldn't matter if they made Sabine a Jedi, if I found the show good or interesting, if the characters are interesting. At the end of the day, they can do whatever shitty idea they want and make it good. They just didn't. So,
I mean, the
whatever.
villains, I would say the villains were actually good in Ahsoka.
Yeah,
Just Ahsoka itself, like the whole storyline
Yeah.
aspect of
Ray
was
Stevenson
kind
and Darth Bangs were the two best characters in that show. They were the only interesting
Darth
part of it.
Bangs.
That's all I can remember is people calling her that. And then Ray died, and we won't get an end to his storyline because they didn't see fit to give him anything, any tiny bit of resolution to his character in that season. Not anything. He starts the season searching for shit, he ends the season searching for shit. You get fucking nothing.
Well, I think they're going to revisit that on the
Oh,
second.
they have
They're just
to.
going to change. They're going to change actors.
But that's another thing I just hated was like the season has like no resolution to it. It's like a two-parter. Like more than a typical show, right? A typical show you would get some sort of season arc that ends with some sort of conclusion, right? If Ahsoka was canceled after season 1, it would be like chopping off the back third of a movie.
Well,
But-
I mean, did you watch all of the Rebels and the Clone
No.
Wars or whatever the seconds? Okay, so
Like 3 seasons of Rebels was all I could take, basically.
what he was looking for, he ended up finding at the end of Ahsoka.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've read the lore explanations of like that statue's probably this, but like I shouldn't have to read a fucking Wikipedia article about a statue from a different show to like have any idea what is even happening with that character's motivation. That's bad writing. But anyway, that's enough Star Wars. We got to end this episode. We're at an hour. Also, I want to reiterate, I don't care that strongly about Star Wars. I know it doesn't sound like it. I care more about the baffling creative decisions behind the making of these products than I do about the products. I don't understand. I don't understand what Disney's going for in a lot of cases. Beyond not giving a shit and doing it as cheap as possible, which explains a bit. Anyway, that's it. That's all the Star Wars. We're done. No more
Oh,
Star Wars.
that was still on the episode?
Yes.